Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you again. Thank you for being here. So in the month of March, I had all my videos planned, so I knew exactly what I was going to be reading. And although it was really fun and I found some of my favorite books ever, this week I wanted to leave the fate of what I read up to someone else. What better person to do that for me than my husband? So this week he is going to be choosing what I read for a week. I am very excited about this video. He is not a big reader, so I'm very nervous to see what he's gonna choose for me, but I'm very excited as well. So let me introduce you to him. Bring in the models. Man, you're so big. Do you think you should be on this side so it can be like
yes,
right?
Yes. I don't read books. I don't even know what this channel is about, if I'm being honest.
So this is my husband, Zach. This is his first video with me, and I'm so excited. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm used to doing this by myself, but I'm excited to have him here.
You never do this by yourself.
What do you mean?
I'm always here. No, I don't read at all, so I've probably watched more about books than I've ever read in my life. So it's going to be interesting.
Okay, so today he's going to be choosing what I read for a week, like I mentioned in the beginning. And he can choose any book that are on my bookshelves. We do have my TBR card, which is mostly what I want to read, like my most anticipated reads. But he has free reign of my bookshelf. So yeah, let's get started because I have a lot of books.
Okay, what is this? My Heart is a Chainsaw. The best horror novel. I don't know how to read.
No?
Okay. what am I doing?
I'm waiting for
those are words. Those are words. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna feel what jumps out at my soul.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Why'd you say "oh man"?
No. Sorry,
don't bias.
sorry. That was an involuntary comment.
A New York Times bestseller. Oh. If you're watching, Liz Moore,
I'm sorry.
she'll sell out real quick. I actually like this one. I'm going to pick this one as the first one.
For sure.
Because Finance Bro, Marketing Bro, whatever you want to call it, one of the first pages is plugging all her other work. She said, I got a New York Times bestseller and I am taking advantage. Also by Riley Sager. Final Girls, the last time. Yeah, dude.
He's a guy.
Oh, whatever. Riley, whatever you want to be. You're now in the whatever this is called. Broken Bonds. You said this one was...
Oh, that is fantasy. I know what it is. Do you want me to tell you? So you don't have to read? That one's about a girl who falls in love with 8 guys, or she forms bonds with 8 guys, and now she has to kind of choose, and she has affairs with all of them, I think.
Oh.
And it's fantasy.
Okay, so the only question I have is, have you ever read Carrie?
No.
Or have you just watched it?
I've just watched the movie, but I've never read
then
Carrie.
we are doing Carrie. So that gives me one... This is murder mystery?
I think, yes.
Murder mystery, one just...
Horror?
I guess just horror, psycho, whatever you want to freaking call it. Lemon.
I got that one in New York at the Strand.
Yeah, look, it's got a cool little, what would we call it, a logo. Assuming it has to do something, without even reading it, I'm assuming it's a when life gives you lemons type of situation. And it's someone who's really down on their luck and they find a way to take all the nasty lemons to make a goddamn gallon of lemonade.
No.
Damn.
Not at all.
Okay, now let me read it. Oh. For those that know, it was a little off.
Yeah, just a little.
No. Praise of the Woman.
Do you want me to tell you what it's about?
Does it have to do with like women that first started in the military?
Yes.
For like
Vietnam
first aid and stuff?
Yeah, I think it was for the Vietnam War.
Heck yeah. All right, well, this will be the last one from that stack so far. Did you read Red Rising?
Yes.
I was gonna say only because the video you just sent me said Red Rising. Did you read Golden Sun?
No, that's the second one.
Did you like Red Rising?
Loved it.
Okay.
5-star read for me.
And I'll put this in the stack.
So these are the books that he chose out of my bookshelves, and so far we have...
They're all perfect.
So far we have Carrie by Stephen King, The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, Pen Pal by Dathan Orbeck.
Come on, guys. Come on.
We have the subtle art of
Just change the N in Nathan to D. Come on.
We have the subtle art of not giving a fuck by Mark Manson.
Not giving a blank.
By Mark.
Sorry, Mom.
And The Women by Kristen Hanna. And Golden Sun by Pierce Brown.
Okay, so just to spare you, and don't say I don't love you, go on.
Okay.
Actually, I will pick The Woman. That'll be my first selection. I know it's thick, I know it's bulky, but it's a bestseller, it's historical. So my gut is telling me to get rid of Pen Pal. Might have been the horrible pitch that you gave earlier on it. No, don't pick. Okay, go ahead and pick Pen Pal. Great, sold me on it. Just sold me on it immediately.
I'm really excited to read it. It's just that it's very dark, and I'm not in the dark mood. Like, you know what I mean?
You're not depressed?
Yeah, I'm not depressed right now, so I don't want to read something that's
Good
dark.
job. Can't both be depressed. Got a child.
Gotta take turns.
Okay, I gotta get rid of between those three. So Golden Sun is for sure staying in it.
It is?
Because you already read the first one. You said you really liked it. He looks like Jesse Pinkman. We're going with it. Oh, Carrie, number 3. Is it cheating if you get the audiobook of any of these?
I mean, it's not cheating. I just,
okay.
Since I already own the books, I don't get the audiobook unless I'm going to be doing something.
True.
Let me see the one.
What sells your profit smart on this channel? You're like, we don't make money on this.
We're still not
monetized.
Yeah, we're still not monetized. Awesome.
Do I get to select which one you start with?
Sure. Which one do you want me to start off with?
Count at 3. Say what you think I'm gonna say. We're gonna go with 3, 2, 1.
Golden
Carrie.
Sun? Oh, Carrie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start off with Carrie. This is the one I'm most excited about. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Glad I could help. Now, if y'all could subscribe to my channel.
I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on. That shit of doubt hanging around. God, oh. 'Cause darling, there was nothing right.
Alright, so I finished Carrie last night while I was in bed and everyone else was sleeping. And it is such an experience, I swear. This book was really good. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It is not my favorite King novel. It was still very good nonetheless. I loved Carrie. Really loved Carrie. I grew up watching the movies. But in the movies, they always make Carrie look very, not the prettiest. And in the book, there were several times where people that looked at Carrie, they actually were like, wow, she's pretty. Carrie's actually really pretty. Stephen King really knows how to write villains. The villains in this book were so crazy. Their motives for doing what they did was so ridiculous. There were also some characters that I really grew to love, like Tommy. He was one of my favorites, and it just sucked that he got trapped in this whole like messed up game that people were trying to play. So the whole time I was honestly just rooting for Carrie. When everything happened at prom, it was the last straw for me as well. I was just like, you know what, Carrie, get rid of them all, kill them all, because it was just so like, what else do you want from this poor girl? And it was just like, I was on Carrie's side. Would I do it myself? I don't think so, but I was happy for Carrie that she was able to, you know, exact revenge on these people that had been literally making her life miserable since she was a little girl. Okay, so we need to talk about this book, because tell me why Zach is on a roll, okay? He is on a roll, he is on it. I think I'm just gonna make him choose my books from now on, because this right here, I don't know if I would have picked it up on my own anytime soon if it wasn't for Zach. I loved Red Rising, okay? That was one of my favorite books ever. I cried so much. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It is just magnificent. It is top tier. This book, okay? This book dare I say, is superior. And if you were here when I read the 5th season, you know how much I love that. I gave it a 5 stars as well. It was magnificent. Somehow, this is still better than the 5th season. This is the GOAT. So I started reading this book last night, and I took it to bed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna read a little bit, and then I'll wake up and I'll continue reading. The next thing I knew, it was 5 in the morning, and I was halfway through this book. It's been a very, very, very long time that I've been like so obsessed with a book where it's like, okay, just one more chapter, just one more chapter. It's been since high school, okay, that I've been like, okay, mom, just let me read one more chapter and then I'll go to bed. That's how this book is making me feel. So it's just been a breeze. It's been so easy. It feels like I don't need to try to read this. It's just happening, you know? And at one point, I forgot that I was reading last night. I forgot that I was reading this book, and it was just a movie in my head. And I couldn't put it down. I would finish a chapter and try to go to sleep, and it's like, okay, no, just one more chapter. Let me just finish one more chapter. And the only reason that I stopped reading, it wasn't even because it was 5 in the morning. It was because my eyes were so tired from reading that I was like, okay, it's time. If I want to keep all the information in my head from this book and not miss anything, I need to get some rest. So that is the only reason why I stopped reading this book. But it is, I'm halfway through, okay? I'm just halfway through. So I always say, it might be a little premature to say this, but this is turning out to be one of my favorite books of all time. More than a 5-star read. This is the GOAT, okay? This is the GOAT of sci-fi for me. And like I said, take that with a grain of salt because I don't read a lot of sci-fi. This is just one of my favorites. And if you're gonna take anything from my channel, if you're gonna take any recommendations that I've given to you so far, please let it be this one. This book is so good. If you've ever been intimidated to read the Red Rising series, this is your sign. Please pick it up. I was thinking this morning, this morning before I went to bed, I was thinking, man, I am never gonna read this book for the first time ever again. Like, I'm living through it right now, and it's just never gonna happen again. I can reread it, but it's never gonna be the same emotions that I was feeling last night while reading this. It's never gonna be this like raw excitement again. So it's making me not want to finish the book, but not because it's that good. I want to be done with this world. Thank you, Zach. Hi guys, so a little update on The Women by Kristen Hanna. I was so skeptical before I started this book. For some reason, just the cover wasn't giving. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. I mean, I kind of knew that it was going to be about the Vietnam War and about the women in the war. I just didn't exactly know like the premise of the whole book. Let me tell you that it surprised me. It has been so good so far. And let's all say it in unison. Thank you, Zach, because every single book that he has chosen for me this week has been a hit, and I've loved every second of it. This book, like I said, I went in with no expectations. I kind of really didn't want to read it. I think you can see in the beginning of the video when he chose this, I was like, oh, thank you. I just didn't think I was going to be in the mood for it. I think it was just the cover, and I know, don't judge the book by its cover, but I was judging it. I was like, I just don't think I'm going to be into it. It's broken my heart like 2 or 3 times, and I've literally cried by myself in the middle of the night, just like tears streaming down my face because it's been so sad. And I feel bad for judging it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I only have like 100 pages left. I'm almost done with it. I don't remember if I mentioned what this book was about, but this is taking place during the Vietnam War. We are talking about the women who joined the army, not even the army, just like the war in general, to like try and help and like find some meaning in their lives and just like have a greater sense of purpose and help people and make a big difference, just for them to find out that people don't give a damn. Like, they just don't care because why? They're women. So now they're just struggling, thinking to themselves, did I make the right choice? I'm here fighting a war that's not mine. trying to like make a difference in the world, trying to help all these people, maybe I'll find some recognition. I'm not doing this for the recognition, but maybe someone somewhere will say, hey, thank you, outside of war. And then they come back home and they find that everyone just hates them because they think it's their fault that they're out there fighting a war that they were never meant to be fighting. So it's just a very sad book. It's a devastating book. Also, there's been times where Kristen Hanna, the author, will say some piece of history information that I'll like immediately grab my phone and try to Google it to see if it's accurate or not. So I'm also kind of learning about the Vietnam War and what really happened and how many people died, and I'm finding more information about it. So that's awesome. I know that this is historical fiction, but still it does a really good job at kind of trying to show you or teach you a little bit of what really happened during the Vietnam War. I'm just really happy that Zach chose this book for me because everything about it is just, come on, say it with me again, chef's kiss. Okay, so we just got home from watching Who Was Stank in concert, and it was phenomenal. It was really, really good. But anyways, I am finally back. I'll give you my thoughts on The Women by Kristen Hanna. This book has been through it. Look at this baby. She went with me to the beach, and it's just, it's seen better days. Like I had mentioned in my previous clip of me reading this, I didn't expect this to be as good as it is. It's not in the right headspace for this book. I had just finished Golden Sun, so I was in a very fantasy reading mood, and I just didn't know if I wanted to read anything about the war. But this book just changed my mind completely. I was immersed immediately. I can't tell you the amount of times I cried, and it's just, if I hear one more time that women did not go to war, I'm gonna lose my mind, okay? I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. The book I really loved. It was a little melodramatic at some points. It kind of felt like a soap opera, but I was eating up every single bit of it. I loved everything that this book had to offer. There was drama, there was heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak. I don't know if it's the most historically accurate book, but it was very fun to read. And I know that it's weird to say about a book based on a war, but it's still a good story. So I highly enjoyed it. If you like Black Hawk Down, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, if you like Pearl Harbor, if you like those type of movies, I think you're really gonna enjoy this book because it just gave me those vibes the whole time that I was reading it. Okay guys, so
Who was Stank?
Okay guys, so that was the video for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you babe for
jacked up book.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Thank you for recommending really good books. I really enjoyed every single book that you picked for me. They were all so good.
What can I say? I'm a reader.
If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe.
If you want. If you don't, maybe one day you will like to. If you would like to see more videos with Zach, let me know down in the comments, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.